Hello everyone, this is Strucker. I'm here today to bring you a new mod I've published on the Nexus called Clipboard. I'm going to show you what it does and how to use it. So first find the thing you want to copy. In this case I have a defense structure, one I built a long ass time ago and never want to build again because god did it take forever. Anything that has a lot of these subtle curves takes forever to build. But they look great, so it makes it hard not to do it. Anyway, pull up your workshop mode, which takes forever on my PC because I have a billion workshop mods added. There we go. Now navigate to the clipboard menu in your workshop mode. It should be either your first or second one, depending if you have any specials or other mods. Now you'll see there's two things here, a copy tool and a paste tool. Obviously, we want to use the copy tool to copy. It can snap onto anything a floor tile can snap onto, which makes positioning it pretty easy. So I'll put that there. See, when it gets down, it populates all the stuff you need for copying. Let's exit workshop mode. The first button here is to set the selection size. This will control how big that dome is right now. The second button is to initiate a selection. This will highlight everything inside the selection area and let you know what will get copied if you press the copy button. The third one is change selection shape. So right now I'm using this sphere right here. If I want to use a different shape, I'll click that and select it. I think I'll stick to the sphere for now. So over here, you want to set the size big enough to cover everything you want to copy. Let's go with 5 times. It's recommended at this point that you do a walk around the selection area, make sure everything you want is inside of it, and nothing else is. Like in this case, I might get that tree if it's added by a mod, I don't know. So let's go down 1. I think that was 6, so let's go to 5. Oh, that was 5. Alright, let's get down to 4. Do another walk around, make sure everything's in it. Good, the tree's outside of it now, and I think everything else is in. Alright, so we go back to the platform, hit the big red button in the center. This will scan through all the settlements in the object and check what is and is not in the selection area. This is the longest part of the process, because it has to go through all the objects in the settlement. Depending on how big your settlement is, it might not be very long. Like this one had 16, it took probably, 10 seconds there? So not too bad. 1600, I mean. So, okay that. Now, if you want to confirm that everything you want is copied, you can see in there that it's highlighted using the cryo effect. Looks good. See the turrets up there are highlighted, all the structure is. The stairs are. Right, so once you verify everything you want is copied, just go over here, hit copy to clipboard. Choose the clipboard slot you want to save it in. I'll put it in 6. This part shouldn't take long at all. You'll see the fade, they go red for a second once they're being copied. Everything that's been highlighted fades away. You'll know it's done. There'll also be a pop-up to let you know. Give it a couple more seconds. There we go. So copied 150 objects to clipboard slot 6. Alright, now to paste that down, we just need to build a clipboard paste tool. Again, it takes forever for me to enter workshop mode, so it'll be just a second. There we go. So clipboard paste tool, now I gotta put it wherever I want it. You can build it in other settlements. You can build 50 of them in one settlement, wherever you want. So we have a good defense on the other side. Let's put a good defense structure over here. Facing that way, I think. Alright, so now you go over here, hit paste from clipboard. We put in clipboard slot 6, so we'll do that one. And you can see it fades in. It's pretty fast. Looks like I made it a little too high in this case. Stairs don't quite come down to the bottom, but I can fix it. Alright, now we're getting turrets. If we go back into workshop mode, you'll see that the defense rating did go up. Those turrets are registered as part of the settlement. Any beds, any assignable objects you create, any food resources will all work as part of the settlement now. Yeah. Defense is up to 96, that's pretty good. And now I have that huge grand structure without having to rebuild all those corners. Because God, was that horrible. Should be able to do a select all on it now. So if I want to reposition it, that's pretty simple. There we go. That's better. So let's pull up targeting fleet cam so I can show you that they are exactly the same. Nice curve with turrets. Go over here. And the same thing. Nice curved defense structure with turrets. You can use this to copy anything that any mod has added for objects, any vanilla assets, any DLC assets. It will work with all of them. And I believe that's everything. As far as future plans go, I want to find a way to import and export these things to files, so people could share them around potentially. Also so you can move them between your characters. After that, I do want to find a way of making the system balanced, so you can use it without feeling like you're cheating. Because I just got a whole set of turrets and a tower for free, essentially. So what I want to do is make it so it calculates a value for the thing you're copying into place, and charges the player that in caps. I don't think I can do the resources, because I don't have a way of going back to see what the resource cost was for each object. Some things have multiple different costs, some of them just don't list a cost. So I think your caps, probably 10 caps per static object, so much more for every defense unit it supplies or food unit, make assignable objects cost a certain amount. That kind of thing. Just come up with a price for it so it doesn't feel like you're cheating. But for people who like me who do a ton of settlement building, that's a secondary concern. Anyway, that should do just about everything. That should just about do it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the mod.